What's going on, everyone? This is Marvin with Preaching Sense. I just wanted to do a quick video with you all on how to apply your fragrances. I know that's always a going, people are always concerned about how should I apply, how many sprays. So I just want to talk quickly about the way I do it. Obviously, it depends on the time of year because when it's warmer out, versus when it's cool. The occasion you're going, where you're going, who you're going to be around, all those things play a factor. But if it's a strong fragrance, I typically will always hit the necks. So I have a Leon Ideal, by Guerlain. And so I would hit this one my neck right here. I would hit this neck right here. For me, I always like a personal spray. I want to smell my fragrance throughout the day for myself. So this is what I call my personal spot right here. And so that's why I'm always smelling. So those are my three spots. If the fragrance is also, I like to hit, usually either I'll hit my wrist. Sometimes I'll hit the back of the wrist, not my hand, but really the back of the wrist. I'll hit those. But if the fragrance is real strong, you might have to stop right there. You really can't go too much further than that. If it's one of these light citrus type fragrances, let me see. I got one of my this one right here by Banana Republic. This is Vintage Green 78. This is one that I will hit every single spot because it's a lighter fragrance and it's not going to offend anybody, and it's going to be brought out in the heat and it's going to smell great. So that if it's a light fragrance like this, that's where you can hit all the spots, right? So you have the neck, both sides, you get your personal spot. I might go one with the back of the neck right there. I'll hit, this is my 10 spray one. So I'll hit the wrist on inside, the wrist on the outside, same on the other one on the outside. And so in all you get 10. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I'll even hit right here at the bend of the elbow, 9 and 10. Now that's for a light. Do not do that. Don't grab these ouds, Oud for Greatness, for example. Don't take Oud for Greatness and drench your body in it. You will choke out the room. You'll offend some people. It's not going to work. But on light fragrance, you can do it that way. Then in terms of spraying your clothes, if you're planning to wear, if it's like a suit, for example, I don't recommend spraying your suit unless you're one who washes your suit out everywhere. If I go out to an event for an hour and come back, I don't wash my suit right away. You should be able to get a few wears at it, if you're just going quick, boom, boom, boom. But you spray your suit, that stuff will stay on it. You have to be careful that you don't stain your suit. Some of these darker fragrances that, if the juice looks dark and it'll come out dark. Let me give you an example. This is by Serge Lutens, Schwergi. I'm saying it right. You see the color of this juice here? See how dark that is? Now you go ahead and spray that on your suit and you will stain your suit or stain your clothes. So you got to be careful spraying your clothes with certain fragrances. So don't, I love that fragrance, by the way. So don't do that. So that's how I apply. I didn't want to make this a long video. If you have more specific questions, I can do a more in-depth video on how to apply your fragrances and how I do it. But typically, you've heard the 3, 5, 7 rule, and that's if it's a strong fragrance, you spray it 3 times. If it's a little bit stronger than that, 5 times. If it's a real light one, 7. But I actually go as high as even 10 sprays, but that's only on the lightest of fragrances out there. And then, as I mentioned, you have to keep in mind where you're going to be going. If you're going to a place where you're going to be crowded with lots of people, maybe a lot of people who are sensitive to fragrances, go lighter on the sprays. Be careful with all the back of the neck spray and and don't do one of these numbers. Don't do one of those ones where you just take it and just spray it all in the air like that and all. Don't do that. Don't do the spray on the wrist and rubbing it all in, and because all you're doing is you're smothering the fragrance. It's just don't do that. Okay. So I think I'm going to cut this video now. Hope you all liked it. Hope you all able to pick up on, a little bit on how I apply my fragrances. So if you have any questions, I'd be more than happy to go more in depth on how to apply your fragrances. This is Marvin with Preaching Scents. Like, subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Leave some comments, and I will see you all in the next video.